If you are struggling to rank up in bronze or in silver, or if you have not unlocked the free Jackie skin yet, don't worry, I'll be covering it all in this video, showing you some of the best racing lines as well as some crazy shortcuts to keep you in first place and getting those first place finishes. Let's get into the video. Now, typically the first couple games of bronze are going to be these first 4 tracks, and as you progress up the ranks, you get into the better ones. So I'm going to go ahead and show you these last 3 tracks here and how to perfect them, and then we're going to have a look at some of more of the advanced ones as you progress up. I'm going to start up on Dust Up. I'm going to make our way into this race now. So we are on Dust Up, and as you can see here, this is one of the most typical races or maps that you have on Silver 2 and upwards. So we're going to break this down for you. Now, it's really important you get the start down. You can see there, 62 is okay. We're going to lose and try and use our power slide and hit these green bumpers. Now we're going to bounce off, and then we're going to power slide again, and then look to power slide one more time. So essentially, you don't want to be going in a straight line. You want to be power sliding as much as you possibly can to get that full boost. Any straight, I tried to use my boost on to get away from everybody. And then we're going to move into our first piece of advice. So on this track, you're going to want to slide into this green pad and then slide into the next one to keep that boost up, as well as maybe slide into these corners. And for basically the top ranks, the thing I've noticed the most is trying to keep your speed above 700 at all times. Now, you can achieve this by sliding. You may drop a little bit into 500, but very rarely. Now, you want to have your double boost at this point so you can flip on to both sides of the wall. And then we're just going to jump off here and land down, and then we're going to power slide straight away to start building our boost back up. So you can see the longer we power slide for, the more we get. And then we're going to do the same thing again, hitting these green pads, jump off normally, and then power slide into the next corner. Now, the longer you hold the slide, the more your boost goes up as we make it into this corner. This corner is really good for stacking up boost. Leave out and then go into our double tap. Don't forget to always double tap your boost button as well, or turbo as I call it, as you're going to maintain that speed for much longer. And as you can see, one thing I'm doing all the time is essentially just drifting as much as I can. Now, you make a mistake, don't panic too much, because you're still looking to keep over 700 kph as you can, or kph, sorry, as you can. Now, we are moving into the round of our third boost. The rule of thumb I normally have is never have any more than 2 boosts if you can, but if we're going to build one up, we're going to do it here. So we're going to boost into our speed run here, flip over to the green pad, flip back over, and then we're going to drop down here, power slide to get our boost back up again, and you can see here we're now into our third and final lap. Now I'm going to try and 100% this in terms of line. So as you land here, you're looking to slide straight away, a big slide as you can, and we're going to wait till we get to the middle line here and then push the slide round. You can see they're holding that drift. And now we've got ourselves a turbo, double tap again to maintain that speed, over 1,000 kilometers. And now I'm going to show you how to perfect this line. So we're going to slide here, get that boost, and then slide again into a big boost, and then slide into the next one. Tap it with the back of the wheel. Don't worry about hitting that too much. Slide round, maintain the boost. If you hit the barrier, don't worry, you're going to get your speed back up because of how big the slide is. And now we've got 3 boost bars, so we might as well use one instead of wasting the turbo. And we're going to use it here again like we will. And now that we have our last and spare turbo, we're just going to push this round and then fly into the map here. And as you can see, we have completed the race. Now, that is one of the most popular tracks you're going to get in silver. It's really important that you nail that one down. You can see here we are first place. We're just going to wait for everybody else. Almost a solid 10 seconds ahead. Let's move into our next race. Anyone that wants to support the channel, use support creator code NANIC on the screen now. If you do that, you are a superstar, and let's get back into the video. Now it's going to be Festive Falls, one of the tracks I find the hardest myself. Now this one, a lot of people practice. As you can see here, we've got a full lobby. I'm going to show you where the shortcuts are in this one and how to maximize your speed and maintain first place, or at least top 3, as we go into the start of the race now. You can see that 100% boost, and then we're going to power slide straight away into this first corner. Get the boost off there, and then you're looking to power slide into these green parts if you can. Don't worry if you hit the wall that much. You're just looking to maintain the speed to get that first boost. Now, everybody's going to fly through here, but we're going to go through this shortcut. Fly all the way through, and then we're going to land down here. And that's going to give you one big advantage. Once you get more than 1 boost, and then the next trick is to fly up onto this. A lot of people don't do this. They make this mistake, and you can actually get away from everybody else underneath you. Power slide round. You want to hit that green thing and don't miss it like I did as we boost into here. And then you can see there is another turbo there. I actually did mess it up a little bit, so we're going to try and improve that on the second lap. But we are just going to head and build our turbo up for this shortcut again. Hitting these green pads when we can. Power slide just a little bit more to top out the boost, and then we can go ahead and fly straight into this shortcut. You can see there we skipped almost all of the track. Carry on power sliding round. Not a problem, there is a car with us. And we are going to jump straight up. He knows the shortcut as well. And you can see here people are practicing this track as much as they possibly can. So we hit the first one. Hit the second one. We jump onto this map here. And then you meant to hit that third one that I've missed, unfortunately. And now we've got ourselves 2 boosts. We are going to keep our third one spare to get past the finish line. As you can see here, we're going to build it up. We're going to hit these green pads again. Boost us round. Start trying to stack up the boost a bit more. Always power sliding when we can. And now because we have a spare turbo, we can use this one to push ahead. Get ahead of the pack. Being in front is always the best. I know that's an obvious thing to say, but you do miss a lot of the other cars getting in the way. Now we are going to look to turbo around. Use our blast boost that we've got. Hit that last green pad. One more green pad. And that is how you're going to finish that. Now that wasn't a perfect run. I missed that side boost a few times, but like I say, this is one of the worst tracks for me. I absolutely hate it, but we're still maintaining first. Now we're going to move over to our next track, which is going to be K2 Raceway, or as I like to call it, the Figure of 8 track. So we are on K2 Raceway, or as I like to call it, the Figure of 8 track. Now I believe there isn't any shortcuts on this track. Well, I haven't found them anyway, so let me know in the comment section down below if you know one. But this is one of the harder tracks for me because this is all about getting the track line perfect. Now the track line is essentially the best corners to take, the best times to use the turbo in terms of straights, and making sure you hit the green pads underneath the bridge. Now we're going to get our start nice and early here. As we get 100%, fantastic. And we're going to power slide straight away and then try not to mess that up, which I have, not a problem. As you can see there, the first mistake's already caught everybody up to us, so that 100% boost we got has already been destroyed, but it's not a problem. We're looking to get full boost on here, the slide. Very easy, and that's going to give us a maximum speed and boost. Now, when I mentioned about the green pads, you're looking to go here, flipping into it, letting the car fall down manually by itself, and then you can then drift into these corners, building up that boost bar again. Now, when you get around this corner, you should have your second boost by this point. And with this second boost, what we are going to do is going to get a boost over this jump. Now, this is the best place I found to use your turbo, and then don't use it again until you get to another straight that I show. So again, we're going to try and build up our second turbo by using the slides to drift around these corners. As I call them power slide, I think you call it drifting, depending on what you want to call it. Try not to hit anything if you can. Not a problem. And again, you can drift here, build up that boost, dry over, flip onto the roof, back down by yourself, slide back round again, build up the next boost if we need it, and then we're ready to basically go ahead on our turbo around this corner on that straight. And I'll show you the secondary place to do it once you've got yourself 3 turbos like we should have after this. So here's our turbo, straight into this lap. And now we are on to the final lap. So we've got our second boost literally as we go around this corner. That has been achieved. We've got a car catching up of us, but not a problem, because we are making our way into the third boost. So once we get around this corner, you see here we're just sliding around nicely. We're going to use our turbo here. And then we're going to turn around this corner because we've got a spare one. Wait for him to overtake, not a problem. Flip up, flip back down again because he didn't take it. You can see the difference there. He was catching up with us, but we still managed. And now we've got 2 turbos here. So what we're going to do is the same thing we've done every time. Drift around this corner nice and easy. Wait till you see the straight. Turbo in, turbo again, and then we can use our secondary turbo to get us over the line. And that is possibly the best raceway. I even made a mistake in that at the beginning with the first corner. We could have took off a couple more seconds. It's all about hitting that green pad underneath the bridge. And let's move over to our next track now. Now we have 2 maps here. We have the Puddle Jumper and we have the Cliff Runner. I'm going to show you this one, and then we're going to go ahead and jump into a ranked game in Gold 2 to try and progress up into Gold 3. So we are on Puddle Jumper, and then for the first lap, we are going to take the track normally. I'm going to show you the fastest lines and how to maintain speed. In the second lap, I'm going to show you the shortcut and why you need to have it on the second lap and possibly the third, depending on your positioning. But to do the shortcut, you really want to have a turbo to be able to do it. So we're going to build up our turbo on this first lap. The second lap, we're going to do the shortcut. And then the third lap, we'll decide what we do when we're in the race. So there we go, 80% boost. Looking to build up our boost already nice and early, as we want to build it up as much as we possibly can. And we're going to go at the bottom. Everybody goes to the top, stay at the bottom. Don't drive straight. Always look to power slide as much as you can, because what you're doing is keeping your boost up, or your speed up, sorry. And you're also building your boost bar up. As you see, we're nearly on 2 boosts already, or turbo. And then we're going to make our way around this corner. And we've unlocked the second one. And where you want to use this is when you slide around this corner. As soon as you go to jump, use your turbo, press it again, and then bang, you're already through the corner. power slide around this part, power slide one more time, and then we're going to power slide massively around this corner here to build up our second boost, and the same thing here. Keep it nice and tight to the middle of the road. And now we've got 2 turbos. Now we can do the shortcut. So how the shortcut works is normally I'll be doing power slide now to keep the speed up, but I want to show you. So when you get to this checkpoint here, you're going to jump straight across the map onto this land here. Hit your turbo again, maintain, flip onto this wall, hit your boost, keep flying through, and then you're going to land down here. And that's going to save you about 5-6 seconds of the track. Not many people know that, and then we can just turbo around it or slide around into this corner, sorry. Now we've only got 1 boost this time, but what we can do is the same trick. Boost again, land, and then we can power slide around this corner to unlock our second turbo of the track. Slide round again, and then you can make your round. Now, if you don't feel confident on doing that shortcut, I'm going to show you what you should do here. So always boost on this straight, because that's the best time to boost is on a straight. When you go to land here, instantly go into a power slide. Now, you can jump to do the shortcut if you want, or you can go ahead and do what we did in the first lap and keeping our speed up here. And essentially just power slide in as much as possible to keep 1, the speed up, and 2, to build up our turbo on that left-hand side of the car. You can see here the amount of speed that we are keeping and the amount of boost that we're collecting while doing this. We've unlocked our second boost now, so we're going to slide, look to jump, maintain our jump, hit our turbo again, land into here, power slide around this corner, power slide again, never driving straight. This big corner here, build up that boost, 1 more, and as we're in the final lap, we're going to use our turbo here. Drive straight through, and that is how you do that track. Now, that shortcut is always the best to do on the second lap. It's absolutely broken. You can see there we're almost 4 seconds ahead of anybody else, and it's really, really useful. Let's go jump into a rank game now to see if we can get into Gold 3. We are going to go into rank now. Like I said, we are 1 win away or 1 top 3 finish away from going into Gold 3. Now, if it's on a racetrack that we've already done, what I'll do is I'll explain the live commentary while being in a rank game. Now, it's really important in these rank games that you get your racing line down perfectly. Practice as much as you can before going into ranked, because once you're in Gold 2, every time you finish in the bottom 3, you will lose a bit of your rank. The percentage will go down. So you're looking to keep building it up. A top 5 finish will keep going up. Yes, you only get a little bit of percentage in 5th. First place is going to give you the most, and then work your way down to 5th to get the least. Now let's go see what racetrack we are on. So we actually have got into a game, and it looks like it is a brand new track as someone's quit out. Now, I've actually played this one a few times, so it's good that I can explain this as we go through. There are some really good race lines to take in this. Only 10 races by the looks of it. So again, all down to getting this start right. You're going to notice that everybody power slides as well. Really, really sweaty in this tier. And let's just see how we do. So 99%, we'll take that. Going to go into power slides nice and early. Now again, there are pads on the ceiling. I'm trying to get my boost up before we get onto that, but we don't. Not a problem. I'm going to hit this one. Hit the second one. Let the car flip down by itself because you're going to keep that speed up. I'm going to power slide first and then do a big power slide into this one. Let that guy waste his turbo nice and early. But you can see I am not going straight at all. I'm looking to basically maintain the slide. And the reason being is this corner is absolutely fantastic for building up boost. Now, a lot of people are wasting their turbo early. We have got ourselves 2, like the rule of thumb suggests. We're now going to move away into this side. And you can see we're keeping up with these cars even though we haven't used our turbo at all. I'm going to try and build it up to 3. I'll close that because this straight is very, very long. Flip onto the roof. Press the boost again. Now we're into second place. Got a lovely corner coming up here. And now we've got our secondary boost to hit on this straight. Flip onto this one. Hit that boost. Hit the middle boost. And then we're going to land down. And now we've got ourselves in first place or fighting for first place while power sliding to keep that boost up again. Big corner coming around here. He wasted his turbo, no problem. It's all about keeping calm in situations and knowing your track line the best. Not worrying about what anybody else is doing around you. Now, we've got a secondary boost. We're going to use it here because then we can flip straight onto this, keep our boost, and then we can power slide into the next move. So, again, landing down, power slide. He's wasted his turbo. That's fine. We've still got one that we can use. Looking to build out that big slide there. Get the boost off it. One more time. One more again. Then we're going to slide to the left a little bit, and then one big slide this time. Again, we've got 2 boosts, and this is the perfect place to do it. We're going to trail behind them. I've missed that green pad, unfortunately, but it's not going to be a problem. This is going to be the difference between winning and not winning, possibly. But you want to make sure you're hitting it perfectly and not panicking at any moment. Now, you can see, we'll use our turbo again on the straight. Hit that green boost, and now we are into the final lap. Just ahead. No problem. People using it in the wrong place. Again, not an issue. Big turbo there. Going to flip onto the middle pad, onto the left-hand side. Land down naturally. Look to power slide again. Into the big slide here as we get pushed around. It's actually helped us out massively. A bit of luck sometimes comes into it. Look to boost. Now we are in first place with the boost ready to go again if we need it in emergency. And now we're looking to build up our main or secondary boost as quickly as we can, because then it's going to help us in any sort of emergency. So we are just looking to build this up by power sliding, not driving straight at all, constantly power sliding to keep building that turbo up. And we've got ourselves a perfect opportunity for it. Now I'm not going to miss the green turbo boost this time. On the mat, on the floor, we're going to land down and we're coming up to the last 2 corners now. It's all about timing with your turbo here. So we're going to use it here. Flip onto the roof, hit that one, and we just finished first, and there you go. We managed to get first in gold 2, which is going to take us into gold 3. And again, learning the tracks is super important, and as you can see as we progress up, that's going to be doing it. Now, if you have any questions or you want to know how something works, please comment down below. If you're new to the channel, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you want to use the Nanic code to support the content creator, I will love you forever. Catch you in the next one.